Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Shiv Banerjee, certified astrologer, and in this segment I'm going to be going over something that rarely happens. We have lunar eclipses actually multiple times a year, but this is after 3 years, I believe, a total lunar eclipse. And what is interesting is that this will be visible in North America, given that we don't have many clouds in the sky. So this is going to be occurring actually in the middle of the night, but you can still see the lunar eclipse at different times. So about 2:55 a.m. Daylight time, because we're in daylight. And then, so this is the configuration within the heavens, and there's a lot going on here. And eclipses, they typically say, are 3 times as much, 3 times more powerful than a regular full moon. So, of course, let's take a look at the full moon, because that's the main area of focus. So the sun is in Pisces, as we know, and then the moon actually is opposite that. So there's a conflict between Virgo and Sagittarius and Pisces. Pisces is more kind of like dreamy, not as focused, or kind of a nebulous planet, or nebulous sign. And then Virgo wants everything done methodically and has a very it has kind of a very strict concept of how things should be. So there's kind of a conflict, and trying to negotiate that and rectify some of that is especially important. So what we're seeing also is the third house being overloaded. So the third house typically is kind of the house of communication. So sometimes that can be implied communication, or as in Mercury, or sometimes kind of like short distance traveling, or that's not necessarily as important. But the main thing is communication. And when you have multiple countries, because this is nationwide, and various geographical places in the world. So this is going into understanding how that plays a role. When you have kind of Neptune in there, of course, that's the nebulous aspect. Mercury's in the third house, and that's interesting as well. So there's this there's this predisposition to have good communication, but then Neptune is kind of hindering that. What is interesting is that Saturn is conjunct that sun, so that even brings more confusion, because now you have sun that likes to kind of shine, and then Saturn kind of oppressing that, and then the kind of rectifying what is going on is important. So this is the third house, understanding communication, evolving in that. And then you have Mars, Moon in the 9th house, education. So you might be beginning some education. And then Mars over here is in the 7th house. So certain things that might be involved in certain things that are there. So Sagittarius, I didn't go over that because this is going into Capricorn, so we're going to have a Capricorn ascendant. That means that kind of like going back, like if you're expanding, then kind of going back, and moving forward in more structure, rather than Sagittarius is more like opulence and showing, and then Capricorn is more restrictive. And there's lessons learned in Capricorn, and so Saturn plays a big role in Vedic astrology. So this is in summary what is going on in this lunar eclipse and this in this lunar eclipse, and there's a lot that a lot of things to deal with. So take a look at what is going on. I hope this has made some sense. Thank you for listening.